Hey, what is up everyone? It's Rinku and welcome to the October 25th patch notes. Today is a very exciting day because not only did we get the class rebalances that Korea got literally last week, but because they missed the Blackstone drop event in our last patch, and their last patch, they have prepared us another event which is even better. So not only do we get Blackstone events, we also get a sharp and hard crystal shard event, and we also get a relic event all at the same time. It's just the rare drop event basically, so it's the Blackstone event and more, and it's also for 2 weeks, not even just a week, it's 2 weeks long. So that is going to be crazy. The next 2 weeks are really going to have a big incentive to go grind or even just gather and fish now. That's really exciting. Of course, there's also the loyal attendance reward event, which is just the calendar for logging in once a day that has been rebooted with more rewards for the next month, which includes 10 Shikatsu seals and another accessory box, so that is all good. They gave out a special title for the fan art event winners, and this title is also orange, by the way, so if you guys see this in game, it's pretty rare to get an orange title. It's mainly from these events. I think it's only from these events. And also, there's something funny here. A mysterious killer is on the loose in Valencia 6. I believe that is actually a GM going around in GM armor, meaning that you probably cannot solo kill him. It's probably impossible. Not too sure what he's doing. I heard last that he was caught, he was sighted on someone's stream, and the GM himself like DC'd and disappeared. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but that is really cool if that is the case, that a GM is like actually interacting with people on that world. That is crazy awesome, especially if like just slaying people for no reason. That's pretty funny. Although we didn't get all the updates Korea got last week, we did get a good majority of them, so there is a lot to cover. I'm just going to repeat all the exciting things that we learned last week because I'm just going to go over everything that we got on this update. So the first up being that you can now lock Black Spirit's Rage. So Korea got this last week, we now have this. You can use Alt-B to lock Black Spirit's Rage, and that means you can no longer accidentally use the 100% on your 100% skill. You can still absorb the Black Spirit's Rage and transfer the Black Spirit's Rage while it's locked, so you won't need to unlock it or lock it to do any of that. It's purely so that way you don't use the 100% on your skill, so that way you can continue using that skill without having to worry about your Black Spirit's Rage. Now, for some classes, I mentioned in the last video, your Black Spirit's Rage could make you very vulnerable because your 100% could leave you vulnerable, and absorbing it could leave you vulnerable, and there's no other way to actually get rid of it, so this actually changes the game with certain classes. This is actually a huge update. Cough, Dark Knight, cough. Okay, anyways, so going down here, we also have the Monsham area in Kama Sylvia has been reworked, and they also talk about some Kama Sylvia reworks down below too. So in this chunk of Monsham updates, the number of monsters has been increased, the AP and HP of the monsters has been greatly reduced, the Great Warrior and Priest will no longer drop bundles. This is the only sad thing. I believe the bundles were what dropped the Forest Fury in the Monsham area, so they will no longer drop bundles. I don't know if they'll drop Forest Fury anymore, I don't think so, but they will still drop the Narc Earring. And also, this area will no longer be highly effective to level up for AP 220 or up, so that it now has an AP cap of 220. Now this is pretty big because most people that were training Kama Sylvia probably had 220 or a lot higher, and this now sets a cap for this grinding area. So this is perfect for people that go into Kama Sylvia with a little bit lower AP to grind at, and not so much for the high level areas. And this is nice because before this I feel like you had to have 220 or higher to even consider training there, but now this opens the area up to people like below that getting into Kama Sylvia and give them a place to grind. So that's really cool for our version without Kama Sylvia Part 2. This is extremely nice. Also, all the monsters in the area are now vulnerable to debuffs, so that is, and they can also be pushed back, so just all around good stuff. Another huge update that surprises me that it even came to us so soon. I thought I was going to have to wait like 4 months for this. I didn't think we'd get this until everything else rolled out, but we got the changes for all the skills from level 61 62 to go down to 60. And in compensation, they give every single level 61 a ring, and every level 62 an earring. And this is basically the equivalent to a tri-crescent ring and a tri-Tungrad earring. and you can only get one of each. You can't get two or anything. It's just a one-time reward for your account for hitting these levels. But yeah, I'm level 61 Dark Knight. I'm going for 62. I already got the ring. I'm gonna get the earring, and it's really nice. It gives you a placeholder when you're trying to blow up other really expensive shits, and it's a nice little thing that they gave us because it's a lot better than just getting nothing for hitting those levels. So like I said, all the level 61 and 62 skill enhancements have been reduced to 60, so when you hit level 60, you should have every skill and every upgrade of that skill, even in your awakening form. And not only that, but they also increased the PvE damage of a lot of skills for a lot of classes. They completely rebalanced every class to pretty much be better at grinding. I'm not sure how much it affected the PvP scene. A lot of the stuff probably did affect the PvP. Anything that wasn't just strictly PvE damage, if it just affected the skill, probably affects PvP a little bit, but what's really going to affect PvP later on is the raw bomb skills and the absolute skills. So this update was mainly just increasing the damage of the classes that really struggle to just kill monsters, just as they struggle to have good skills in general. So a lot of stuff there, and then also the one noticeable thing about in PvP is the striker nerf. Although there was actually some buffs for the striker, including everyone getting the 61-62 stuff at 60. Almost all classes actually hit harder on striker, specifically the melee classes. Now this seems like a huge nerf, but even the Koreans agree that it's actually pretty insignificant. I actually went into the battle arena straight away, tried to see if I can fight a striker, unloaded every single skill I have as a Dark Knight, still couldn't even kill him just standing there. So like, magic AP is still no chance against a striker. I can tell you that right now. But at least something's happening. It's definitely, they got nerfed. They definitely will take slightly more damage. Hopefully more than slightly more damage from other classes, but magic AP classes are still gonna struggle. So there's still more stuff though in these patch notes. In this update, and also the Korean update last week, there was a lot of quality of life stuff. I'm not going to go into all of it, like all the level 1 through 50 quest stuff. I don't really care too much about the specifics because most people are going to junk it later on. But what's interesting is in the Calpheon area, when you start killing monsters, you will sometimes obtain short-term buff scrolls, and these buff scrolls give you like movement speed, attack damage against monsters, accuracy, and monster damage reduction, and they'll just be random. They only last for a few minutes, but it's a nice little thing when you're grinding to just click on and kill slightly faster, and it also gives some inspiration to hit those last few levels when you're passing through Calpheon trying to get to 50, so that way you can start your journey from 50 to 56, and that is pretty cool. Also up here on the top there, they did address the Halloween event. Now I'm not sure if they planned for this or if they're just wording this all nicely as like a cover-up to the complete disaster, but as the Halloween approaches, the Red Moon gains more power, making Isabella even stronger. But what they mean by this is that she'll now spawn more frequently, she'll last longer so she won't die instantly, and the rewards that she gives when she dies will actually be useful even after the first time you complete the quest. It's basically what they're trying to say there, but they're making it sound like they planned for this the whole time, so I'm not really sure. But either way, you'll have more time, and like I said, when you kill the witch, I think the brooch can now be, it says it can be sold, hopefully it's for a meaningful amount of something, but if you wanted to kill the witch more often, and if you wanted to get to her on time, you can now do so. So that's overall, I guess, good for the event, and that people are like going crazy over that event, by the way. There's like hundreds of people in that one spot just waiting, even for the 5 hours that she's not even in window. Or there used to be, what, 7+ hours? I don't remember. It was like a long window. So now I guess we should go into the common Sylvia updates. Now we talked about a bit about Mansions, but you can see here Mansion Forest, there's more. Well, it might be just pasted, fuck dude, the internet, copy pasted, someone like commented, said I was pretty dumb for saying that, but, so I can confirm that this is a copy pasta. It was copy pasted from somewhere. I don't know if it was from up there because it's a little bit different wording, but same information there. But Miramok Ruins, level and HP of Miramok Ruin monsters has been decreased, the debuff has been completely removed. The monster's behavior patterns increased their DP when an enemy was detected, and decreased DP when nearby objects were destroyed has been removed. Like, first of all, what even does that mean? Like, hello? The only reason I point this out is because this one thing in particular makes me think how many other monsters in the game have mechanics like this that we don't even know exist. I'm not sure if this is just like a one-time thing they decided to give this crazy mechanic to them, but they removed it regardless, so not too sure how important that is. But yeah, they also, all of the monsters now drop a maximum of 5 rewards. Basically what that means is loot for all 5 players in the party from the same monster that you kill. So that is kind of crazy. That's just pretty much like 5 times loot if you think about it. And also, Voltara's Eclipse belt has been added for killing Mirmok Ruin monsters. Now, if this is the same Voltara's belt that was released in Korea that is sellable on the marketplace, this is the best in slot belt. It gets the same AP as Bassi, but when you upgrade it, it also gets HP. So it's basically a Bassi, but with HP. Just better. Just simply better, but probably more pricey. And also, if you're getting your hopes up now, I wouldn't, because there's even a better belt. Instead of HP, there's a 1+1 AP belt that's in Korea that's going to come to us eventually, called the Tungrad belt. So if you're gonna spend tons of money, I don't know if this would be the belt for you unless you're just stacking HP for some reason. What's kinda crazy though is right here, it says the Mirmok Watcher Offentet, which is the guild boss, actually will drop the belt as well. So the guild boss, in my opinion, is actually extremely worth it because it drops Forest Fury, and now it drops this, and you can do this boss 2 times a week actually with your guild. So very easy to do, very nice rewards, very cool update. A few things I noticed today when I logged into the game was that we actually got a free T5 horse. This horse knows Instant Excel and Sprint, and they're already fully trained, which is very nice, and I got it auto-completed. I'm sure there is a requirement to probably do the Media questline or to explore Media or to do something in Media, and it's going to be great for the people that do make new accounts and get that free horse while they are going into that content, because they don't have to worry about buying a horse, and it's actually pretty fast. But yeah, for most of us that have already done all that stuff, it's actually just auto-completed and they give it to you for free. That's extremely nice. Overall, just really awesome. They also gave us a new quest line. I think it's about 6 quests, and every single quest in this quest line gives you an Advice of Valks, which is pretty much just a free low fail stack, which is just good if you want to enchant some stuff, especially for new accounts. Once again, low fail stacks is good when you're making your first +15 set and like beyond that. So overall, that is nice. And last but not least, if you have pets, you can now sort pets into different groups. So you can take out group A, take in group A, take out group B, take in group B, blah blah blah. So there's different groups. So if you want to maximize like your combat EXP or a certain life skill XP or your knowledge gain, you can swap out different groups of pets on the fly and just go from there. I believe that's all the exciting stuff I can think of for today. However, if you guys haven't noticed already, there's also new outfits specifically for Dark Knight and Striker, because we did not have these outfits last year because Dark Knight and Striker was not out last year at all because the class didn't exist. So that is awesome that we can finally get these awesome outfits for these 2 new classes. Now I really wish Gloomy Fox was for Dark Knight. I also wish that both the female outfits, the Gloomy Fox and this outfit, were available for all the females, because you know Witch is kinda screwed over. But overall, I do really appreciate that they did put something out there, and I really do like this outfit for Dark Knight. So I guess I will go over all the sets, and I just want to point out that this set is dyed, so it looks a little bit darker than it normally is, and for some reason they decided to give us a free Scarecrow mask, even though you can get this in game during the event anyways. There's really no point. And also the fact that you can't preview this set without having this stupid Scarecrow mask on your character. I'm serious, it's for every single class, so I can't really get around that. I apologize, but they do have this for Striker. Looks pretty badass. I really like how Striker, some sets you just don't have a weapon, you just have whatever outfit you have on, you just punch people. I fucking love that about Striker. But in addition to these Gravedigger electrical sets, as well as the Gloomy Fox for the classes that do have them, that has a foxtail and fox ears, if it would show, my favorite fox ears, as well as the Ramhorn Witch. This is what it normally looks like. This is the normal black compared to my really dark black that I had on my own sets. We have for the Witch, they have their own unique set. So the Witch has the Ghost Bride set. I actually do own this from last year. I bought it on the marketplace. Hell yeah, did not spend my own money. Very nice set, looks nice. But unfortunately they don't get the other sets. Now the one thing I do have to say is the awesome part about the set is the fucking mist. You're literally a ghost because you emit some ghostly presence. Now I do really like that. Kind of makes up for the fact that they don't have the other two sets. It'd be nice if like all the females had all these sets, like if all the females had this set and if she had all the other sets. But unfortunately it's only for the Witch. Now the Tamer gets the ugliest outfit ever. Now I'm sure you could dye this to look really cute, to like look really nice, but like for the default dyes, this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen, especially with this mask. This year they took it up a notch by including the Scarecrow mask and making the ugliest set look even uglier. So with that, I'm gonna call it a day. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love you all. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.